Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to reset time to 0 hours. That means hours equal to 0, minutes 0 and seconds to 0 by using replace command. So normally whenever we use datetime function, it will give you first it will give you date and it will give you timestamp. But I want to replace whatever default timestamp it is giving, that I want to replace with zeros. Hours I want to make 0, minutes I want to make 0, seconds I want to make 0. So for this we'll use a dot replace method. So normally whenever you add time delta uh, of days, number of days equal to 1, it preserves the original time. That means this one. So if current has non-midnight time, so suppose like this one, then adding a day would result in this one. So that means, see date time, first I am importing date time function. So datetime dot datetime, and I am giving this particular date and timestamp. That means 2024 to 14 and time is 15:45:30. So for this date time, I am adding 1 day. So I'm using datetime dot time delta and I'm giving 1 day. So if I add 1 day, so what it happen? It will change from 14 to 15, but this time will be remain same. So here what I'm doing is, suppose I want next day's timestamp. That means this one, I want to start with midnight. That means hours 0, minutes 0, seconds 0. Then we must explicitly reset the time using dot replace function. So we need to use dot replace, and inside that we need to mention this syntax: hours equal to 0, minute equal to 0, second equal to 0. So here what I'm doing, so I'm importing datetime and time delta functions here. So first I'm defining current. So that is by using datetime, and that is February 14, 2024, and time is 10:30 p.m. So this one 22:30. And a similar way, end time. I am mentioning February 15, 24, and that is 10 a.m. So this is 10. So I want to know next day time, that is current this time. For that, I am adding 1 day with help of time delta of days equal to 1. So while adding days equal to 1, earlier, if you see here, earlier what it gives you same time. So yesterday's time, same time it will give you. So, but here, since I'm using dot replace with this, we'll get zeros now. So first what I'm doing, I'm printing current time. That means this one, February 14, 24, 10:30. February 14, 24, 10:30. And the second, I'm printing end date. That is 15, 15, 24, 10. Okay, so but since say 10, no, so that is end date. So here I'm getting 10. But next day time, if you see next day time, since I given replace, so if you forget this replace, then what we'll get is we'll get same as it is. Same value will get. Since I given replace here with these values, so now what it giving current, for this. For this value, we are adding 1 day. That means 24 to 15. And so normally it will give you default this time, 10:30. Since I given all zeros, here it printing zeros. Okay, so here what is the problem is if end date is 10 a.m. So we want next interval to be the earliest of next day or end date. So same thing I explained here, like next day equal to current. So same syntax I given. So this syntax I explained here. So this particular code, what it does is ensure that time portion of the date time. That means this one time portion of the date time is set to midnight, all zeros, while keeping date is unchanged. So that means this date will be same, retain same. It will change only this time. And adding 1 day and resetting time. So adding 1 day means this one. So time delta days equal to 1. That is adding days. And this is the replace. So resetting time to midnight. So similar way, we can use by using built-in functions. So first we can import built-ins. So built-ins dot minimum next day and end day. So what it does is it will print this result zeros. So how it works is, so if next day is less than end date, it will print this value. If next day is greater than end date, then it will print 10. Okay, so you can use it either this way or you can use it by using built-in functions. So that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.